Hi, my name's Alex and welcome to my channel. Over the past year or so, I've really got into project panning content on YouTube, and I thought 2025 will be my year to give it a go. So this video is going to be my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. People do it a variety of different ways, but the way I'm going to do it for now, and this could change, is that I'm going to have each of my eyeshadows corresponds to a number, and I'm going to have four of those numbers randomly selected using a random number generator. And then the idea is that I spend the next month working on those four eyeshadows and trying to reach pan on them, which is, you know, the bottom of the pan. At the minute, I'm not going to put any sort of vetoes in there or whatever. I'm just going to see how it goes, because I have 308 eyeshadows in my collection and I have 3 pans in those 308 eyeshadows. So I don't know my eyeshadow collection as well as I want to, and I really want to spend 2025 really getting into my eyeshadow collection. So I'm not going to put any vetoes on those 4 shades at the moment. I'm just gonna keep going with them until I hit pan, essentially. I think each month I'm probably going to roll in sort of like a companion palette for my 4 eyeshadows that have been randomly selected, just so I'm not hammering those 4 eyeshadows either. I want to make sure that I'm getting nice equitable use across my makeup collection. It's probably medium size, but it's not growing. I'm not trying to downsize. I'm not on like a no spend or anything. I just want to make sure that everything that I do buy, I am getting good use out of. So without further ado, let's select the first 4 eyeshadows of 2025, which I am so, as you can probably tell, I'm so excited to say. So let's have a look. So I'm filming on my phone at the moment, so I can't show you the numbers as they're randomized. You're just going to have to trust me, but I'm just going to be looking at my laptop, which is here. And I'm just going to go into the random number generator on Google, and I'm going to put in 1 to 308. So I just went and fetched all my palettes, and now I can just swatch them for you. Okay, so number 1 is number 279. So that's from my Jolie Beauty Vampirism palette, and that is the shade Abomination. Oh, which is just this, actually, of all the shades in the palette, this sort of like easy grey shade. But yeah, so that's the first shade, a nice flat mauvey grey, which I'm actually quite excited to get some use on. And our next shade is shade 98. Wow, okay, so I'm actually really excited this one came up. So this is the Jaclyn Hill palette, which in collab with Morphe and Are You a Makeup Girl on the internet if you don't know what this palette is. So this palette is pretty old. It is the original one that has like a matte cover, so that's why it's so dirty, and the shade names aren't on it. So I know that I've got the shade Pool Party, which is 98, so just bear with me while I count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think, yeah, Pool Party. Wow, how exciting. Okay, so Pool Party is this like shimmery green shade here, and it does look like I've at least swatched it, but I don't think I've ever used this shade. It's not a shade that I would normally reach for. To be honest, it's not a shade that I love on me. I just always end up looking a little bit 80s with this shade. Oh, but it is so, and even after all this time, the quality is just still there. It's really, I've just deleted it out of my spreadsheet. God, yeah, the quality is just still really there, which is so wow. Okay, so this is now looking a bit crazy, but that's fine. Then we have shade 143 as our next one. Okay, so that is from my Spectrum. Oh God, okay. This is going to be from my Spectrum Cosmetics Zodiac palette. This palette is a friend of mine. she goes everywhere with me. One, because I like the mirror on it. What shade is it? It is Nebula. Okay. It is, oh, okay, I've got really lucky here. Hang on. So, she goes everywhere with me because these two shades, sorry, are my dream shades. So these two together just make the best sort of everyday look. And I use this palette so much, and there's no hope of pan on any of them. They're all really thick pans, thick, big, deep pans. However, I do think I'm close on Nebula. So I am gonna, yeah, I'm kind of sad about that because it's gonna make it like not as travel friendly, but it will be nice to see that pan on Nebula. So that'll be good to work on. I'm excited about that. Number 165 from a Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette, which is another quite well loved palette of mine. Again, it's another one that I really like the mirror on, so I kind of just find myself reaching for it for the mirror, and then the palette kind of gets destroyed. Oh, I haven't swatched. Oh god, okay. I'm not a YouTube extraordinaire. So we've got Lagoon. Oh wow. Okay. Lagoon from Cosmic Brushes, which is this really stunning green. Oh wow, yeah, like a proper, that's like a proper like green. Like if you mix blue and yellow together, you get that green, you know. So these will look pretty cool together, but again, I'm not like a huge green blue person. But that's okay. That's why we're doing the challenge, to get use on those blue-green shades that I'm scared of. And then Nebula. Oh, Nebula. My sweet dear child Nebula. So there we go. That is our colour story. So we've got Jolie Cosmetics, Jaclyn Hill Morphe collab, Cosmic Brushes, and Spectrum Cosmetics. And I'm excited. I've been dying for January to happen so I can start this challenge. So I'm really excited to see the looks that I'm going to be able to create with these shades. And I did say that I was going to potentially draw like a companion palette for each month. And I think just because she's my newest baby, I think we're going to be working along on with these with the Natasha Denona as well. So if I need to blend these with anything, then we're going to use the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm, which I'm wearing today. I literally haven't even taken the thingy off the mirror yet. But so yeah, not really aiming for any pans on this, but just aiming for some use alongside those 4 palettes that I've selected. And yeah, I'm really excited. So I hope everyone is having or has had, I don't know when this is going up, a fantastic new year, and I'll see you in February to chart our progress on these 4 shades.